morning, guys. We are in Porter, Indiana, just outside of Chicago. Getting ready to go pick up and head back towards Missouri. And I guess I'm going to drop this trailer off at the shop. I found a few little issues that need fixed, but they're not major concern issues, and it's stuff I can't just rig up out here on the road. So we're gonna go drop it off and get hooked back up to Mac, and hopefully continue to do a little trucking this week. Yesterday was one of those days. I don't know, back when I came off the road, especially during 2020 when everything was shut down, this little space that I'm in, my old truck was basically the same layout. This space basically became a prison. It felt like a prison to me. You know, our yard was our prison yard was basically truck stop parking lots or where we parked for the night. But really, you spent all your time in the truck. You couldn't go inside to the truck stops. You couldn't socialize with people or anything like that. And it basically felt like a prison back then, because like I said, you couldn't go in and do anything. And I didn't realize. Yesterday I went in and got lunch, come back out, ate my lunch, and I honestly should have just stayed inside and ate my lunch. But I ended up, laying down, playing on my phone, falling asleep. Waking up a couple hours later, eat dinner, go back to sleep. That was kind of how it was in 2020. It was like, man, I don't want this to turn into a prison again. I guess I could have got out and walked around and, the prison yard here, but I don't know. 2020 got pretty rough on it, especially me, because I like to get out and socialize and talk to people. I mean, I might not be the most popular person in the world, but, I like getting out and talking to people and having a good time, and it got tough. Now, I started doing my YouTube vlogging like right before COVID exploded. A little fun fact, the Trucking Diaries actually started over on Lad's Garage. All my original trucking vlogging videos was over on Lad's Garage, which technically all my trucking vlogging videos started on, when the channel was Lad's Racing, or Lad Racing. But I've changed the name to Lad's Garage, and won't get into details of why I went that route with it, but that's where the Trucking Diaries actually started. There was actually a playlist over on that channel of some of the early Trucking Diary videos of when I came back out on the road. Just so you know, and you're not thinking I'm just trying to help somebody else out or trying to sell something or whatever. Lad's Garage, Lad's Trucking Diaries. Both me holding the camera, both me talking, both me doing the editing. With the exception over on Lad's Garage, when I'm racing, obviously I can't be in the stands and in a car at the same time. So I do ask people to record, or if they do record a race that I'm in and I'm in most of the shot, I'll ask them for the video. But that's basically the only exception. I don't have a camera crew. I don't have a lot of fancy equipment. I got an iPhone and a GoPro. I don't have fancy lighting. I mean, I got dome lights in the truck. That's what I have in the truck. I know I'm not some high-tech YouTuber, but I do the best I can. Sometimes it gets hard for me to do this channel because I feel like I'm on repeat a lot, because let's be honest, I typically run from my home area, which is in between Cape Girardeau and St. Louis, roughly. I'm kind of in a triangle between Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff, and St. Louis. I'm in that little triangle area there. But either way, I typically run from my area to Chicago or Kansas. So a lot of times I'm not seeing new trees, I'm not seeing new rocks, I'm seeing the same stuff over and over again. So I try to get creative sometimes with different video and how to do GoPro or whatever. And a lot of times I hold the same stuff over and over again. So sometimes I do struggle on this channel with that, but I'm inconsistent anyway. So I try to do different things with the videos. And one thing I do kind of miss from the original days of when I started the playlist of the Trekking Diaries to now is when I first started the Trekking Diaries, people would ask me questions in the comments like, hey, what's your favorite music, or what kind of music do you listen to going down the road, or what's your trucking playlist, or whatever, or movies, or whatever. And I really enjoy those type of questions. Look, my wife says I'm an old soul in a young body. Granted, some days I don't feel my body feels that young, but if you watch my videos and I got music playing in the background, it's typically not very modern stuff. Even the hip hop I listen to, rap or whatever you want to call it, is old, early 2000s typically. And so if you got questions like that, or if you got questions of just some technicalities on the road, I'll try to get back with you. I love getting in the comment sections and talking, and sometimes comments will lead to more video, an actual video on the answer. So feel free to get in the comment section and talk. All right, enough jabbering. Let's get to trekking. Been about a month since I've been to this location, and they done changed the check-in procedure on me. So gotta go on a little hike. From the side, Western Star has a really neat flow, especially with the Van or Conestoga. From the front, the Low Maxes, in my opinion, look like a pig. Especially the flat top Low Maxes, they just look like a pig to me. Just on the other side of that crane there is Lake Michigan. I'll pull outside here. Jar strapping and tarping outside here. Into a spot, a few islands split full. I gotta use the bathroom and grab something to eat real quick. Easy in, easy out. Hopefully. Ain't really good for a diet, but I ain't really on a diet. straps and chains and all that fun stuff off. But unfortunately, I didn't make it down here in time. I think I caught every slowpoke once I got on 2 lane that I could have possibly caught, including a sprayer tractor. So we're gonna have to unload in the morning, and I'm gonna have to boogie and try to get back down to Baker's. I'm going to drop this trailer for repairs that it needs, and then I got a steer tire that started going bad on me, so I'm going to get that changed out too. So we're going to make it a quick pit stop. I mean, we're going to drop this trailer, get the tire changed, hooked up to Mac, boogie on down to Tennessee, reload, get back up to Chicago. We're going to have us a busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to lock down and get my dinner and sit back and relax. Go to bed, I guess. Gotta get up early, open curtains up, get this stuff offloaded so we can go do what we gotta do tomorrow. Hopefully get a quick pit stop and roll on. So y'all stay safe, God bless you. We'll catch you next time.